Good afternoon. My name is Bekzod Mirahmedov. Could you tell me your full name, please?
Well, my full name is Ahmad.
Thank you. Can you show me your ID, please?
Yes, here. Sure.
Thank you. All right. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about what you do. Do you work or are you a student?
Well, currently I'm a student at one of the universities here in Uzbekistan called Uzbekistan World Languages University. I'm a second-year student, and at the same time I'm working as a part-time job to cover my expenses.
Okay. Why did you choose this particular university?
Well, from my childhood I have been interested in learning languages. That's why I have applied for this university to learn English language.
And what was your favorite subject at school?
Well, at school that was English, and the reason was that my English teacher was really good teacher and her lessons were exceptional. That's why I loved that lessons, and I applied for learning language further at university as well.
Do you plan to work in this field in teaching in the future?
Yes, definitely. Nowadays, I am working as a support teacher, one of the educational centers in Tashkent, and in the coming years, I am trying to be an English teacher, ESL teacher, exactly.
Okay, now let's talk about colors. What's your favorite color?
Well, I love black because it makes me serious. When I wear dark colors clothes, I look somehow serious. That's why it kind of gives me a serious vibe. That's why I love wearing them.
Okay. Would you say it's a common or popular color in your country?
Well, I think color preferences are highly individual. It depends on people's preferences, and most of the people, like men, prefer dark colors. But women opt for like light colors such as pink or white. Let's say.
What color car would you choose to buy?
Well, as I mentioned before, I love dark colors, and in my country, black car is popular. Black cars are popular, and that's why I would buy a car that's in black.
Do you think colors can influence people? Or specifically, do you think colors can influence you?
Well, when we think about it scientifically, it actually influences. Colors influence. For example, light colors influence people. They uplift people's mood. When it comes to dark colors, they actually influence negatively. That's why all the painters choose light colors when they are painting their rooms. Okay.
Now let's talk about paying bills. What kinds of bills do you have to pay?
Well, nowadays I have to pay my groceries, food, and also I have to pay my tuition fee for my university as well. Yeah, that's it.
And how do you usually pay your bills? In cash or by another methods?
Well, I usually get my salary in cash. That's why I usually pay the bills by this type of method.
Would you say it's convenient?
Yes, definitely.
Why?
Because it's easy to carry, and you don't need codes to pay the bills. When you're using a card, you need to enter a code. And I'm not good at numbers. That's why I usually carry cash with me.
Okay. Have you ever forgotten to pay a bill?
Yes, definitely. It happened once. When I first entered the university, I forgot to pay my tuition fee, and official bodies from the university called me and to pay that, and that was the first time.
Is there anything you could do to make your bills cheaper?
Well, I don't think there is something for me to do for it, because prices are increasing nowadays and inflation is on the rise. I don't think there is nothing to do for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now in this next part, I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, you have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say, and you can make some notes if you wish. Here's your paper and a pencil. I want you to describe some food or drink that you learned to prepare. Okay, so you have 1 minute. Okay, remember you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. Can you start speaking now, please?
Okay. Now I would like to describe a food that I learned to prepare. Well, first of all, in my childhood, usually my mother prepared the food for me and my family as well. But when I entered the university, I had to do meals for myself, and that was at the beginning really difficult to make food every day. But one day my friend suggested me to look through a YouTube channel in which one person teaches how to cook meals. From that channel, I learned how to cook pillau. That's our traditional food. And after trying 1 or 2 times, I became a good cooker. And then one day I prepared pillau for my flatmates. We usually stayed with my course mates. And on that day I prepared the pillau. Everything was perfect, and I cooked the pillau, and it was really good. I got comments from my friends saying that the food was very delicious, and but learning how to cook pillau was very difficult, as I mentioned before, because it takes a lot to be a master on this field, I mean cooking. And I consider that it's for females, it's not for men. And nowadays I usually cook 1 or 2 times in a month, and I prefer to eat outside. That's why.
Okay, thank you. So do you still prepare this food?
Yes, definitely. When my friends ask, I try to cook, but not frequently.
Okay. Can I have the piece of paper?
Sure.
All right. Now, we've been talking about the food or drink you learned to prepare, and now I'd like to ask you some more general questions related to this topic.
Okay.
First of all, let's discuss young people and cooking. What kinds of things can children learn to cook?
Well, first of all, when I think about cooking, it's easy to scramble eggs. That's why it's easy for children to learn how to scramble eggs. That's why most of the mothers usually teach their children how to cook eggs, I guess.
Okay. Do you think it's important for children to learn to cook?
Not really, because the procedure of making a food is really difficult, and it takes an adult to cook food. That's why I don't really think it's for children to cook from an early age.
Okay. Do you think young people should learn to cook at home or at school?
Well, I think both of them are quite good teaching method, because at school, children can learn about theoretical knowledge about how to cook meals, but at home, with the supervision of their mother or father, they can cook and they can try some they can help their mother and learn how to cook meals.
Okay, now let's talk about working as a chef. How enjoyable do you think it would be to work as a professional chef?
Well, I think it depends on people's interests, I guess, and when someone is interested in cooking and trying new recipes, then it's good for them to be a good chef and try some new delicious recipes for consumers, I guess.
What skills does a person need to be a great chef?
Well, first of all, in order to be a great chef, first rule of the cooking is a person needs to follow hygiene rules, because it's really important to be hygienic, and also they need to be patient enough to learn how to cook exceptionally. I guess these are important skills.
Okay. How much influence do celebrity chefs or TV chefs have on what ordinary people cook?
Well, first of all, they actually have a great impact on people. They can encourage people to try new recipes and try foreign foods, because they could be delicious and they could be good enough to try. And that's.
All right, thank you. This is the end of our speaking test.
Thank you.
Bugungi kandidatimizga fluency and coherence bo'yicha men rosa o'ylandim. 7 yoki 8 atrofida qo'yishdi. 8 qo'ysa bo'laveradi menimcha. Demak, deyarli sezilmadi. Misol uchun hesitation asosan content related bo'ldi. Misol uchun so'z qidirishlarda unaqangi men pauza bo'lganini sezganim yo'q u darajada. Faqatgina shu part 3 da ozgina javoblarni ozgina extend qila olmadilar. Agar shu ham bo'lganda balki 9 ga ham o'ylab ko'rsa bo'lardi. 8 fluency uchun to'g'riroq ball bo'ladi menimcha. Lexical resource da ham 8 qo'ymoqchi edim, lekin bir ikkita o'sha ozgina xatoliklar ketib qoldi. Misol uchun cook so'zini o'rniga cooker da ishlatdilar odamga nisbatan. Bu juda ham common xato lekin o'quvchilar orasida, va to make meals o'rniga keyin o'zlari xatolarni to'g'riladilar, lekin bir ikki marta do ni ishlatdilar, to do meals deb. Demak, o'sha collocationlarda ozgina xatoliklar bor, lekin u darajada emas. Overall qaraganda ko'p emas bunaqaligi xatolar. Paraphrase ham effective paraphrase qilindi. Umuman olganda less common and idiomatic itemlarda ishlatishda awareness bor. Men sezdim, shuning uchun 7 ball qo'yishga qaror qildim ligi bo'yicha, lexical resource bo'yicha. Grammatical range and accuracy ham deyarli unaqa grammatikada jiddiy xato ko'rganim yo'q. Shuning uchun 8 qo'ysa bo'laveradi grammatikaga adashmasam, chunki wide range of structures ishlatishga harakat qildilar. Deyarli xato ko'rganim yo'q adashmasam. Agar men yozmagan bo'lsam, yaxshiliklar bor edi, strukturalar bor. Bitta joyda most of the people deb ketdilar. O'sha most people deyishdi o'rniga, atak boshqa joylarda unaqaligi ko'rganim yo'q. Pronunciationda endi xatolar ozgina bo'ldi so'zlarda. Misol uchun o'sha recipe degan so'zda ozgina code so'zini ozgina noto'g'ri talaffuz qildilar. Men misol birinchi eshitishimda code deb o'yladim. Men people need to have coats. Men o'ylab like something to wear deb o'yladim. Keyin bilsam u kartochkaga code like you need a code degan ma'noda ekan. O'shanda men 8 o'ylab turdim, keyin 7 ga tushirishga majbur bo'ldim pronunciationda. Lekin harakat qilsalar 8 ga ham 9 ga ham pronunciation qilsa bo'ladi, olib chiqsa bo'ladi. Overall demak bizda fluency and coherence 8, lexical resource bilan grammatical range and accuracy kelasiga lexical resource 7, grammatical range and accuracy 8, pronunciation 7.5.